Okay. Hi, welcome to our little coffee date with the workshop leaders. And I wanted to introduce Charlie Plunkett to you. Charlie, we're
Hey, how are you doing today?
doing good. Doing good. Do you have coffee or a drink? I forgot to ask you beforehand.
Yeah, I
You do?
try to keep
Oh,
coffee on me at all times if possible.
now are you a black coffee or drinker, or do you put something in your coffee?
I guess it depends on the time of day. I like putting honey in it, but I like it just plain black coffee. But every now and then, especially in the mornings, to kind of help get that sugar rush going, I'll put some honey in there. But that's about it.
I've never heard of putting honey in coffee.
It's pretty good. You'll have to try it sometime.
I will. I've got honey for my tea.
Oh
But
yeah,
I don't know why I've never thought about using it for my coffee.
yeah.
Good. Well, I'm drinking actually drinking water. So, but our cups match.
Yeah, yeah.
My cup. So, well, Charlie is going to lead a workshop at the Space to Create retreat in February on finances. And I'm really excited about it because I've never been to a writing conference that had a workshop on finances and how it pertains to the writing life and writing business. So, Charlie, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and because I want people to get to know you for the retreat.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm originally from just here in central Mississippi. I've lived here my whole life. When I was coming up, I decided to join the Mississippi National Guard. I was actually a Black Hawk mechanic for the Mississippi National Guard for about 8 years. I got to go to East Europe for about a year or so. And just really help impact the other people in another country through the service. Once me and my wife got married, we now have two daughters. We live here in Starkville, Mississippi. Um, but making the transition from aircraft mechanic to finances is a little bit of a jump. I'm not gonna lie. You go from turning wrenches to crunching numbers, making game plans and stuff like that. But with through Modern Woodmen of America, which is who I work for, we love to impact others. Our one of our key slogans is impact, and that we're a fraternal financial. So we focus on giving back to the community, and one aspect of that is through like webinars, different types of events, such as the Writers Retreat coming up of just giving information back. How can we save? What goes into financial planning and things along those lines. So I've been with Modern Woodman. I'm actually almost at my fifth year now, and it's a blessing. It really is.
Well, good. Well, tell me why do you think that we are so like especially creative people like the writing retreat, you'll be in a room full of people who love words and don't love numbers quite as much. So, why do you think people have kind of an aversion to looking at finances and dealing with the numbers?
Honestly, I think there's probably two biggest reasons why. One is probably just not taking the time to sit down and look at it. A lot of times, I know at least for myself, I might have a goal in mind of I need to do this, but I get distracted. I'll get home from work and I've got to, we got to go do the laundry or cut the grass, and, just not taking the time to just sit down and put a plan in place. Sometimes it might be I'm afraid to know what the truth is. I'm afraid of the numbers because of the old saying, numbers don't lie. So sometimes there might be some hidden fear or maybe a past experience of why we don't sit down and put our finances together or get a game plan together.
Oh, well, I'm so looking forward to having you come to the retreat and um, be in the room with people that
Yeah.
don't like numbers and just see how you shine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. One of the biggest things whenever I give a presentation or anything, I love feedback. You know, hearing people's stories. You know, especially one thing I'm looking forward to asking at the writers retreat is what made you want to become a writer, and just to kind of see what experiences have people gone through that they were writing about, what ideas that people were having and just to kind of see what's going on in the world, so to speak. So I'm definitely looking forward to asking that question.
Oh, good. Well, I guess if you'll summarize or tell me about what your workshop is going to be about, that way people can know kind of what to expect.
Absolutely. So I'm planning on sharing how do we start saving for a plan? How do we set goals? What are realistic goals? And how do we put things on paper? Statistically speaking, if you were to write down your goal, let's say if it's getting a book published, let's say in 5 years. What does that total cost look like and how are we saving for it? If you put that down on paper, statistically speaking, just putting it on paper, you're about 40% more likely to actually achieve that goal. I'm planning on sharing how do we save for goals, what are different ways we can save, and what are some possibilities. And if we need to deep dive a certain topic, definitely going to do that after the retreat. For one-on-one advice if somebody would like that. But just to give some ideas, how do we save? How do we get that foundational goal moving forward?
That sounds great. So 40% is a high number
Right.
for achieve. Like, right, if you write it down, you're 40%, you're 40% like more likely to actually achieve it.
Right. And I think a lot of it kind of goes with accountability. If you keep it to yourself, kind of internal, it's very easy to kind of move the mark, so to speak. I
Mhm.
wanted to hit this goal by the end of the year, but what's one more year going to hurt, or something like that. But putting it on paper, it's kind of, if you were to chisel it in stone, back in, biblical times and, ancient days, how you can see they had this in place. There's no erasing a stone template. It's accountability there. This is what I said, a year ago. Where am I at today? I
Mm.
think is a big reason for it, and because we don't want to fail, we always want to succeed. And when you have something written down in stone on paper where other people can see, now you've got to get there
Mm.
to achieve.
Yeah. Well, interesting. Well, Charlie, what is a random fact about you?
So a random fact, and I'm ready to see your reaction to this, but I
Uh-oh.
love to hand wash dishes. I love hand washing
Okay.
dishes. Uh,
Okay.
and it kind of hit me a couple of years ago. I was hand washing a dish. Is that I've been a dish myself. I've been a dirty dish. Um, just with sin in the world. And when Jesus washed me, he made me clean.
Mm.
So he made me clean. I'm now a new dish that I can be used for his purpose. So it's always whenever that sink is full. I do love a dishwasher. Don't get me wrong, but I do when I've got time. I do enjoy hand washing the dishes.
What a great reminder, too. A deeper truth to some. Thank you for being willing to come and talk about numbers with a group full of writers.
Absolutely,
I'm
I'm looking
so
forward to it.
looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. I'm ready to meet everyone and see how it goes.
All right. Okay, y'all sign up for the retreat. It's going to be fun. All right.
Well,
See you later.
let's see you.